Diallo signs new 5-year Manchester United deal as starlet is rewarded for being rare shining light during torrid Old Trafford campaign. Amad Diallo has signed a new 5-year contract at Manchester United that will tie him to Old Trafford until June 2030. The 22-year-old Ivory Coast winger, who has emerged as a key player under Ruben Amorim, would have been a free agent in the summer. Diallo has made 50 appearances and scored 9 goals since joining United from Atlanta in 2021 for €19 million plus €18.2 million in add-ons. He said, "I am really proud to have signed this new contract. I have had some incredible moments with this club already, but there is so much more to come. I have huge ambitions in the game and I want to achieve history at Manchester United. I have learnt so much since arriving here 4 years ago. I am very grateful to the coaches and staff who have helped me to develop, and to the fans for driving me forward every day." Diallo has been one of the standout performers for United in an otherwise torrid campaign. It has been a difficult season for everyone, but I fully believe that we are on the right path and the future is going to be really special. I am ready to give everything to help the team and make our supporters proud again. Jason Wilcox, United's technical director, said everyone is delighted with Amad's development. His quality on the ball, versatility, and determination makes him a key part of the future of Manchester United. The best years of his career are ahead of him, and we all look forward to helping Amad to reach his immense potential and achieve success at the club in the coming seasons. After joining United as an 18-year-old, the winger had an initial slow start to life at the club, featuring just 9 times across his first 3 seasons. Diallo endured a mixed loan spell at Rangers during the 2021-22 campaign, before shining at Sunderland in 2022-23, where he scored 14 goals in 42 appearances for the Black Cats. His return to United at the start of last season was initially hampered by injury, but the 22-year-old started to feature more regularly during the second half of the campaign. Diallo provided several glimpses of his talent, before his high watermark came with a last-minute winner against Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-finals in March. He netted his first Premier League strike against Newcastle in May and has followed up that form this time around with 6 goals and 7 assists despite United's turbulent campaign. Amorim has scored in several big games for United, including his winner against Man City. Diallo has proven to be an early favourite under Ruben Amorim since he came in as manager. The 22-year-old star's previous contract was set to expire at the end of the 2024-25 season. Diallo has proven to be an early favourite of Amorim since he took charge, playing every game of the Portuguese's tenure so far, while he scored the winner against Man City in December and the equaliser against Liverpool on Sunday. The 22-year-old has featured either at wing-back or in one of the 2 attacking slots behind the striker as part of the 39-year-old's 3-4-3 system. And, speaking last month, Amorim was full of praise for Diallo's progress, although he added that there were still parts of his game to work on. He is really big in talent, but small in size, Amorim said after United beat Everton 4-0, where Diallo contributed 2 assists. He did a great job, but he also has to improve. He was really good again. He was really good defending and really good attacking, so he has to continue to play like that. You could feel it in the end of the game. He was really tired, so we have to manage that and increase his physical ability. I'd like to take credit for Amad's pressing, but that's him. He's like that. He's smart. He's explosive. Joining United highlights that potential. But Amorim cannot rely on Højlund, or Joshua Zirkzee, only 23, to consistently add goals as his first-choice frontman. United are in desperate need of a left wing-back, but Amorim's top transfer priority must be bringing his own Victor Gyökeres to Old Trafford. Former Premier League striker Chris Sutton believes the mindset of some of Manchester United's squad is staggering and questions whether the shirt is too big for many of the players. Speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live's Monday Night Club, Sutton and Rory Smith spoke about the mentality of the players. "It's a mindset roulette. If it lands on red they'll run through a wall, if it lands on black they can't be bothered," said Sutton. "It's staggering that it takes a game, that rivalry against Liverpool, to raise the levels. It also tells you how far Man United have fallen that they're reading so much into a draw. It was a good performance, but it shows how far they have fallen. If I was a Manchester United fan, I would find it quite staggering that every week they haven't been invested to go into games with that level of performance. It also suggests that the shirt is too big for many of the players. Trudging through the freezing snow and slush into Anfield on Sunday, I considered whether it would be a Manchester United mauling or possibly the dull, damp, drab disappointment that this fixture has sometimes served up. I didn't even consider the possibility of a Premier League classic with the ever-growing excitement of a win-or-lose cup tie, laced with drama that just grew until the final whistle in front of a raucous and hugely vocal set of fans from both sides. There were narratives enough to fill an airport page-turner. The stories of Slot v Amarin and their varying tactics. I was asking the most obvious question of all long before the last 2 goals were scored: can United show this passion every week, and if they can, will they manage European football this season rather than fight against relegation for the rest of the campaign? Where did Diogo Dalot's dashing performance come from, and was it at least partly down to Trent Alexander-Arnold's paucity on the day? Would Darwin Núñez have been sent off for that challenge anywhere else other than in front of the Kop? I could go on, but the thought in my head above all others was, why can't more Premier League games be like this? Having watched far too many games whose defining feature is dozens of passes between the goalkeeper and his defenders before any progress is finally attempted to get up the field, I am getting royally bored with this chin-stroking style. It was great when Barcelona did it in their heyday, but that was because you had Xavi, Iniesta and Messi who would then do something beautiful and creative up front. This tiresome overplaying is fast becoming obsolete, even if some coaches and indeed their army of advisors who are overcoaching creatives, haven't figured it out yet. This fascinating, fast-paced match was more open than some coaches could countenance, and it is just to underline, it isn't old-school long-ball football. This was part of a reaction to an ever more moribund style that values possession stats, passing stats, and any stats over and above the real reason that football exists,